Hey, what's up? I'm Tech Bro here. Due to a fortunate combination of circumstances, two compact laptops from Lenovo came to my test at once. Both have a 14-inch screen, both are relatively thin and light, and both are powered by Intel Tiger Lake processors. Only one is an expensive top model, the second is the most affordable and democratic. The second affordable Lenovo IdeaPad 5 is under review today. We will look at the expensive model in the next review. By the way, I'm only talking about the version that came to me specifically for the test. Why this clarification I will explain at the end of the video. Meet Lenovo IdeaPad 5. Like the older 15-inch IdeaPad, the younger brother has retained the most versatile neutral design. All sorts of shades of gray dominate here. The top cover is clean and flat. Only a small nameplate with the Lenovo logo was hidden in the corner. The case in terms of materials is combined. Top cover made of metal. The panel around the keyboard is made of very interesting plastic, rough to the touch. Both surfaces resist hand marks quite well. The cheapest and most easily soiled plastic went to the bottom panel. The structure was strong and rigid. Despite the presence of plastic, nothing wobbled or creaked during compression. The only thing that can cause perfectionists to tantrum is that the laptop does not pass the MacBook test perfectly. When opening, you have to slightly hold the lower part with your other hand. The lid does not open 180 degrees, but wide enough. Despite the compact size, the model was equipped with a good set of ports. On the right are two classic USB-A, one of which can be constantly energized, and a full-size card reader. On the left is the power jack, one USB-C with power delivery and display port support, HDMI, and a combo audio jack. Despite the Intel platform, there is no Thunderbolt here. The keyboard is traditionally for Lenovo very pleasant for typing. The layout is compact. There is a white backlight with two levels of brightness. Next to the keyboard is a power button with a built-in fingerprint scanner. Works just fine. Below the keyboard is a regular-sized touchpad. Not small like in the old days, but not gigantic like in MacBooks. Doesn't excite or irritate. There is support for Windows gestures. On the sides of the keyboard, there are two speakers of 2 watts each. Sounds like nothing special. But due to the direction not to the table, but to the user, they do not sound deaf. The laptop's display is a 14-inch IPS panel with full HD resolution and 300 nits of brightness. Refresh rate 60 Hz. It's hard for me to say something about the color gamut, since there is a version on the market with both 100% sRGB coverage and a more modest version. In any case, this is a normal default screen. This is enough to work indoors. On a sunny day on the street, readability is very low. The webcam above the screen is normal. It records video in 720p. Nearby is an indicator of its activity, a pair of microphones for better sound recording, and such a nice little thing as a physical curtain that completely closes the camera when it is not needed. We can move on to the hardware. The heart of the laptop is the Intel Core i7-1165G7 processor. This is a 10nm quad-core, 8-thread Tiger Lake processor aimed at thin laptops. The processor has integrated Iris-Xe graphics. In addition, the manufacturer added an entry-level discrete video chip NVIDIA MX450 with 2 GB of video memory. The kit also includes 16 GB of dual-channel DDR4 3200 RAM soldered on the motherboard, and a Samsung M2 format 512 GB SSD. Intel's AX201 chip is responsible for Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1. Upgrading is only available to replace the SSD. Suddenly you want, for example, a 1 TB drive or better speeds. In sum, due to this set of components, the laptop turned out to be quite productive despite its affordability. Enough for browsing, mail, office, video viewing. And at the same time, the cooling system, consisting of one fan and a pair of heat pipes, does not make noise like a rocket. I would call it fluff. The laptop starts to get very hot only in heavy tasks such as games. This is especially felt on the top of the keyboard. By the way, traditionally for Lenovo laptops, it is possible to switch performance modes using the FN plus Q key combination. It is comfortable to work even with Photoshop and simple video editing. In this case, the question is rather how convenient it is to do on a 14-inch screen. It is better than to connect some external monitor with an adequate diagonal. The laptop is suitable with certain reservations for entertainment. Relatively fresh and graphic-heavy games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Cyberpunk 2077 will run on the lowest settings, which looks like a mockery. But if we take older projects, for example, The Witcher 3, then at medium settings we get quite comfortable 50+ frames per second. The battery with a capacity of 56.5 watt*H is responsible for the autonomy of the laptop. There is a fast charging option. And the kit comes with a 65-watt power supply. 80% of the charge is gained in an hour. But the full 100% already in about 1 hour and 40 minutes. The manufacturer promises 11 to 12 hours of work. Maybe he achieved them when everything was turned off in the laptop. But if we take real use, we get a strong 7 to 8 hours of office mode, or an hour longer when watching a video. Separately, I would like to mention the compact symmetrical wireless mouse Lenovo Go weighing only 71 grams. As for me, a great companion for such laptops when traveling. 3 things distinguish it from many other office mice. First, the receiver, which is responsible for the connection. It is inserted unexpectedly with a USB-C connector, which helps out with those laptops in which there are either no or almost no classic USB connectors left. In addition, on the road it can be hidden inside the mouse. Secondly, the battery is built in here. The mouse is charged by cable, and one charge should last for 3 months. And that's not counting the wireless charging capability. Thirdly, someone may need a small button that switches the mouse between 3 devices at once. One connected via the receiver, the other 2 via Bluetooth. Price and conclusions. My laptop configuration Lenovo IdeaPad 5 Model 14 ITL05 costs about $1,000 at the time of recording the video. You may be able to find cheaper in your country. The segment of such relatively compact and light laptops for little money is not empty. The closest competitors here are MSI Modern 14 and Asus ZenBook 14. MSI actually has worse Wi-Fi module. In the case of Asus, you will have to pay extra for an all-metal case. In sum, Lenovo IdeaPad 5 turned out to be a very strong fighter. Yes, in the review I had a lot of epithets like medium, moderate, enough. This confused me as well. But in this price segment it is. There is no time for design frills. The main thing is reliability, compactness, and maximum versatility. Well, so that the laptop is not cut down on ports or performance. That is the ideal middle ground. And now a couple of words why I emphasized at the beginning that this is an overview of a specific configuration. The fact is that the 14-inch IdeaPad has many different variations. There may be processors from i3-1115 to i7-1195. There may be no discrete graphics, a battery of either 44 or 56 Wh, a keyboard with or without backlighting, an all-metal or metal plus plastic case. And this is not counting the 6 options for screens that differ in brightness, color gamut, and even multi-touch. There are plenty to choose from. In the next review, we will look at another compact 14-inch laptop from Lenovo, but from the top Yoga line with a bunch of bells and whistles. That's been it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.